Hi friends, it's Mari Clarke. I'm back today with some inspiration using the SCT delivered Fun in the Sun kit today. The Fun in the Sun kit comes with this little card that details all of the different products that are part of the kit. And the kit includes 15 pieces of paper, 9 of which are pattern papers. I'm going to show you all of the different products that are in the kit, and I'm going to start with those pattern papers. So the first group of papers that I'm going to show you are from the Echo Park Summertime collection, and there are 4 pieces of paper from that collection in the kit, including one called Pineapples, another Summer Floral, Swimsuits, and Picnic Gingham. I'm going to show you the A side of the papers, and then I'll flip them over so that you can see the B side as well. Such a really pretty color palette in these pattern papers, and they go so well together with the other 2 collections that are also included in the kit. So also in the kit are 3 sheets of Picnic in the Park from Amy Tangerine, including Soft Serve, Dainty Dots, and All the Way Up. I am going to flip these over so that you can see the B side as well, which includes some more subtle patterns, but really bold and beautiful colors that just go along so nicely with all of the other colors and papers that are included in the kit. This is a paper from Summer Farmhouse from Simple Stories. There are 2 sheets from that collection in the kit, including Choose to Shine and Perfect Day. I'll show you the A side here and then the B side of these 2 gorgeous papers. They're just absolutely stunningly beautiful, and you can just imagine the gorgeous projects you can make with your summertime photos using these different pattern papers. So there's that side, and then I'm going to flip those over. So sweet. I love these. Now, I wanted to also show you all of these different papers fanned out together, and so I'm going to show you that now here just by spreading them all out on my desk. And then I thought it would be kind of neat to show you the cardstock that comes with the kit as well, and how it coordinates with all of these different pattern papers. So I'm just going to fan those out, and then I'm going to grab the cardstock and I'm going to place it on top. And you get 6 sheets of cardstock with the kit, including 2 sheets of white avalanche paper. These are all Basil Basic papers. So 2 sheets of avalanche white, 1 sheet of tutu pink, 1 of chiffon, 1 of seawater, and 1 of polypoo. And I'm just going to show you those right away here. So really gorgeous papers. I'm just going to do a quick flip again there so you can see the other side. Stunning. Love those gingham patterns too. They're so fun. So here's the cardstock, and I love the avalanche cardstock. It's such a really nice, true white, beautiful cardstock to work with. There's that really pretty yellow and some blue tones, and that tutu pink, of course. So really great and coordinate just beautifully with the kit. So I am going to also show you the embellishments and other bits that come along with the kit as well. You get 2 card bases, which is fantastic, 2 A2 size card bases. You also get this set of Color Vibe alphas from Simple Stories, and these ones are a foam alpha in navy. Also included in the kit is this 4x6 stamp set, which is amazing. This is designed by Lisa Dickinson, and it is just a fantastic stamp set. There's a lot of really fun and cool things that you could do with this set, including cards, making cards, or creating your own embellishments for projects. Also included in the kit is the Echo Park ephemera from the Summertime collection, and there are 33 pieces in this ephemera pack. I'm just going to show you up close that there's all kinds of things, including some banner pieces, some frames, all kinds of stuff in there. 33 different bits to create all kinds of different projects. There's also a sheet of puffy stickers in the kit from the Echo Park Summertime collection as well. They are also super adorable. So I'm just showing you that sheet of those stickers there. And then there are also enamel dots. And these are also from the Summertime collection from Echo Park as well. So you can see how those coordinate so nicely also with the Amy Tan collection and the Simple Stories Summer Farmhouse collection as well. You also get 2 envelopes for your A2 size card bases, and there are 2 acrylic pieces as part of the kit as well. This one is in blue and says Bliss, and the second acrylic word is the word hello, and it's in kind of a pinky red tone. I'm not showing you that right now, however. I'm showing you two of the cardstock tags that come in the kit as well, in red, which coordinate beautifully with the different tones of red that are in the kit. And now I'm just going to grab these really adorable little clips. These are two little sunshine clips. They're so sweet, and these are from Studio 112. Really adorable, fun little embellishments. You could use these in a lot of different ways on your layouts or your cards. And now there's that hello, that acrylic piece that I was speaking of before. So really cute. And I am going to use that as part of my title for my layout today. And here I'm just going to show you here two floral fabric flower embellishments. These are so sweet. I just love these. Really, really adorable. And let's see what I'm going to grab here next. Oh, I know what I'm grabbing here. I've got a little container and I've got all the little bits left. There's a bunch of buttons of different sizes. I think there's 4 buttons. There's some sequins. So super cute for embellishing your projects. There's 2 little acrylic flowers that go along with the word bliss and the word hello. And then there's those sequins, and the sequins are kind of an iridescent. And actually, I think there were 4 sequins in the kit. So there you can see all of the bits and pieces of the kit. So pretty. And I'm also going to be using a sketch, and this is a page map sketch. If you are on the SCT site, they have tons of sketches on there, and this one is the one that I'm going to be using today. So I sized this blue wave paper down to 10 by 9, and I'm going to leave a 1.5 inch border on the left and right side and a 1 inch border on the top and bottom. And so that's how that's going to be justified there on that paper. And I'm using one of the Avalanche white cardstock bases for my base for my layout here. Now I also cut a strip. This is from the Picnic in the Park collection, the floral paper, for the right side of my project here. And that strip is cut to 3 inches by 10 inches, or it will be right away here. I'm just going to trim it up so that it's the same length or height, I guess, as the blue paper, and just 3 inches wide. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that over to that right side of that blue square paper. So I am following the sketch pretty carefully. Now I have chosen 3 photos. I've printed them at 2.5 by 2.5, which is the photo size suggested in the sketch. And I wanted to do this really sweet little strip of photos of this really adorable little great nephew of mine. And those are going to find their spot at the bottom of the layout there. Now I took a piece of the white cardstock and I used my We Are Memory Keepers scallop punch on it, and I'm going to use that down that white floral strip just as a little extra embellishment, a little bit of extra detail there. So I will get that glued down, and I'm going to do a little bit of sewing on that. And I also made a tag out of 2 pieces of the cardstock. I just cut these just by measuring with my ruler and using a pencil to just make little marks on the paper so that I knew where to cut it, and just size down that white so that it just sits nicely inside the blue paper so that there's a little bit of a blue border all the way around the outside edge. And now I'm just going to take these pieces down to my sewing machine, and I don't have my sewing machine in my craft space. It's down in my sewing room. And so I'm just going to take these papers down there and I am going to sew them up, and I'm going to show you what they look like once I have those all sewn. So here you can just see I just did a really nice simple little border around the white part of that tag, and I also sewed along the left and bottom edges of the white cardstock base, and also along that scallop border piece that I put on that white floral paper. So now I have taken another strip of the Amy Tan Picnic in the Park. This is actually the other side of that floral paper. And I'm just going to use that as a strip behind my photo strip going vertically. And that is going to house the title and the journaling. Now I'm going to back my 3 photos with some scrapbook adhesives foam squares. And I'm going to do that to each one of those 3 photos and put them onto a piece of blue cardstock, a strip of blue cardstock. And now you're just going to see me getting this really pretty coral pattern paper stuck down. And I'm going to put it basically where that strip of paper is indicated on the sketch. And just going to get that all stuck down. Getting my T-square ruler out all the time, all the way through this process. This is a very linear layout, and it's super important that things are straight. Otherwise, it's going to be very obvious if they're not. So I like to get my ruler out often when I'm working on a project like this and make sure I get everything measured and, just check it all out in all the different spots and make sure everything is still straight. So this is where that photo strip is going to go. Like I said, I just popped those photos up on foam adhesive and put them onto a strip of cardstock from the kit. And here you can just see that I'm going to place it where I joined that piece of coral cardstock, so that the photos cover up where the join in that paper is. You don't even see it. And there I'm just going to make sure that that's straight again. And then that tag at the top, or that banner piece, is where I'm going to put the title, which is that acrylic piece, hello. So I made that banner piece large enough so that it would hold that acrylic hello just perfectly. And I'm going to pop that up on some foam squares as well and get that stuck down. And then that is where the title hello will go. I do end up sticking that hello piece down with some liquid adhesive, and it stays stuck perfectly. Those acrylic pieces are really easy to glue down. Now this is a piece of that summertime Echo Park paper, and I fussy cut a bunch of those floral pieces from that paper so that I had some floral embellishments. And I don't know, I just tend to do this with the floral paper. I often will fussy cut any floral paper that I have in any kit or as part of any collection, just because I like the look of the fussy cut flowers, and I really enjoy fussy cutting. So I fussy cut those out, and I've got a pile of them on my desk now. You can just see that I'm kind of taking them and bending the petals up a little bit to give them some dimension, and I'm putting foam adhesive on the backs of some. Some I'm just adhering down with either liquid adhesive or my tape runner. And I'm just creating a little layered cluster in that bottom right corner just to give the layout some dimension and add some interest down in that bottom corner below my photos. And just going to continue to use either my liquid adhesive or my tape runner there just to put the little foliage bits in as well. And I also took one of the buttons from the kit. I put some white twine in there, and now I've got, I think I have pop dots on the back of there. I'm going to stick that button down to that little cluster area as well. I just wanted to take my little pokey tool here and make sure that the little twine that's in the button is separated out so that it actually looks like an X in that button. And that little cluster area is all done, and I'm going to create a very similar cluster at the top of the title piece there where it says hello. Basically did exactly the same as I did in that bottom cluster. And now I'm going to create another little floral cluster with more of those little fussy cut flowers up at the top of the layout there. And so you'll just see me using the same kinds of techniques to layer, where some of the pieces are going on flat and some are getting popped up on some foam adhesive just to create some dimension again in that area. Now I did use one of the little ephemera banner pieces in navy up in that area as a little base for my cluster before I got started. You can see that just underneath those floral pieces in that top left corner. Now I'm just going to add, once I'm done getting these all where I want them, I'm going to add the 2 little acrylic flowers, and I'm going to add those on with some Nouveau Glaze adhesive just because it's a little bit stronger, and I just wanted to make sure that those little tiny pieces stayed put there. Now I'm also going to add some of the enamel dots here and there, and I've added 2 of the little puffy stickers from that puffy sticker sheet. One says summertime and it's going to be part of the title, so hello summertime. And the other one is just a little teeny tiny one that has a little phrase about summer, and it's in the bottom corner where that little cluster is down there. And you'll just see me taking some of these enamel dots and adding them in. I try to add my enamel dots in tight to the other little elements when I'm adding them to clusters. I just find that they look a little bit better in that way when they're just kind of like nice and snug and tight into some of the other elements. And they just add a little bit of shine and light, I guess. They pick up the light so nicely. I really like how the little enamel dots work on the layout. And of course, you know, they're perfectly matching everything else that's on there. Now, I just took my computer. I didn't take my computer, but I went on my computer onto Microsoft Word and I created some journaling, and I cut that journaling into strips, and now I am going to go ahead and adhere those strips down to the project. And I typed the journaling out in, I think it's 11 size font in Microsoft Word, and the font is Special Elite. Now I'm going to also stamp out one of the stamps from the stamp set, and this one says Life is Beautiful. I'm using my Mini Misty and some VersaFine Clair on black ink to go ahead and stamp that out. I've got that all stamped out now. I've got it trimmed down, and I'm just going to fishtail the end of that to make sort of like a little banner that imitates the banner shape in the hello title area there. And I'm going to put this down at the bottom. So I've got 4 strips of journaling there up top above the photos. And then I'm going to put this little phrase down below the photos in that little area that's left underneath. So I like that sentiment. I think it's awesome. It really fits the photographs. And so it says Life is Beautiful, and you can just see how nicely that stamped out. The stamp set is excellent quality, and it's just a really great way to make an embellishment or part of your title or your journaling or whatever, any kind of a little piece that you want to add some detail with on your project. So I've just taken my tweezers here and I've added a couple of little foam bits to the back, foam adhesive, so that that's popped up. And that's going to be about it for my project. I really like how this turned out. And I am going to leave information in the description box down below for the SCT delivered kits. These kits are gorgeous. They are amazing value. And there's always inspiration on the SCT website of other projects people have created. So there's tons of inspiration, tons of sample layouts that you can take a look at, and projects, cards, all kinds of things, so that you can get some inspiration about how to use your kit. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you were inspired, and I'll see you another time here on the Scrapbook and Cards Today YouTube channel. Bye-bye.